Welcome to the School of Ops module on vRealize integrations with vRealize operations. In this module, you'll learn how the various vRealize cloud management products work together with vRealize operations to support our customers as they adopt a cloud operating model. Understanding vRealize operations and being able to explain the value it provides is important, but it's also important to help them understand how it works with vRealize Log Insight, vRealize Automation, and vRealize Network Insight to provide a complete cloud management solution. We'll begin this discussion with vRealize Automation, which provides consistent automation across clouds with self-service with governance, DevOps-based infrastructure management and security, and increases IT agility, productivity, and efficiency. There are three primary capabilities that the integration of vRealize Automation and vRealize Operations brings to customers: pricing for deployments, day one, and ongoing workload placement, and optimization and performance and capacity monitoring for keeping your automation healthy and available. As this integration has matured over time, I will be covering the latest product versions as of this recording, which is 8.4. Earlier versions will have limited features, so always encourage your existing customers to upgrade to the latest vRealize products. Also, many customers still maintain a VRA 7.5 and 7.6 environment, so I'll be sure to point out if there are particular features that are available for those versions. However, as of 8.3 vRealize Operations, the monitoring for 7.5 and 7.6 vRealize Automation has been deprecated. Let's start with the pricing. vRealize Automation pulls in vRealize Operations costs for private and VMC-based SDDCs and applies pricing cards, which include additional charges the cloud administrator may add to deployments. Sort of like how a store purchases goods at cost from a manufacturer and then adds a margin to cover their cost and provide a profit. This is available to cloud consumers as a price estimate viewable prior to deploying from a catalog item in VRA's service broker. Pricing is then tracked and visible to consumers with details per VM and category over the life of their deployment. For the cloud providers, they can use vRealize Automation Cloud Assembly to create the pricing cards I mentioned a moment ago, which set the basic charges along with any other additional charges they wish to add on. They can also view pricing analysis by project in VRA. Of course, since the costing engine originates from vROps, we can also view and report pricing for projects, applications, and VMs there as well. This provides consolidated pricing and costing visibility to cloud providers. The second capability with VRA and vROps integration is workload placement. This uses the intelligent machine learning capacity engine and vRealize Operations to recommend placement of new and existing VMs based on resource usage, as well as operational and business intents. There is a separate School of Ops module on workload placement, so you should check that out for more detail. With regard to integrations, however, the workload placement and analysis can be accessed by VRA for day one placement of new deployments. Since VRA policy controls the business intent, such as tiers of service, network services, environment, so forth, vROps will honor the VRA governance when recommending VM placement for day one and day two operations. And by the way, workload placement has been around for some time and improving with each release. As such, earlier pre-8 versions of VRA do have some limited support for workload placement. Always be sure to consult with your cloud management specialist SE who can help you kind of work out the details with your customer. Of course, making decisions about VM placement requires a solid understanding of capacity usage and constraints. When will my VRA Cloud Zone run out of capacity? Does it have enough capacity for 20 more VMs? Can I reclaim unused capacity within my cloud zone? vROps and VRA use the same cloud automation framework. Think about how much easier that makes planning and troubleshooting across multiple teams. In fact, capacity usage is really something the cloud consumer is most concerned about. Do I have VMs that are undersized and need more compute or storage? What about VMs that are bloated and driving up my monthly project price? vROps and VRA integration delivers this information directly to the consumer via the Optimize tab for deployments in Service Broker. So they can not only see which machines need to be right-sized based on solid usage and performance analytics from vROps, but they can also take action right away with automation to right-size those VMs based on recommended sizing from vROps. Likewise, the cloud providers need up-to-date and easy-to-understand capacity information to effectively operate their clouds. They too can see VM right-sizing recommendations and encourage the owners to take action. They get breakdowns by cloud account, cloud zone, and project to provide useful visibility about resource usage and capacity in the context understood by the cloud admin. Finally, maintaining a healthy automation environment doesn't have to be difficult. vRA 8 is natively supported in vROps with rich out-of-the-box content to monitor projects, deployments, templates, cloud zones, and more. Integration is easy to configure with a few simple steps in vRA and vROps to complete the full two-way integration in the on-premises products. In fact, if you use vRealize Suite Lifecycle Manager to deploy and manage your vRA and vROps environment, you can simply click two boxes during the Create Environment wizard, and the LCM will do the rest. If cloud accounts have already been configured in vRA, the vROps Cloud Administrator can simply import them, saving time and keeping the two products consistently configured. And keep in mind that the integration is one-to-one, so only one vRA instance can be integrated per vROps cluster and the other way around. Now keep in mind also that cloud and on-premises product platforms cannot be integrated. Unless the customers are purchasing a vRealize Cloud Universal subscription, which does provide some federated features for VRA and vROps that are cross-platform. A few things to remember about the cloud platform versions of VRA and vROps. First, the VRA management pack in vROps is configured automatically when both products are onboarded in the same CSP org. You will still need to set up the integration on the VRA cloud side to get pricing. As with the on-premises VRA cloud, vROps cloud will not support cross-platform integration with the exception of some federated features of VRCU. Next up, a look at Log Insight integration with vRealize operations. Log Insight gives customers the ability to turn massive amounts of log data into actionable insights. When paired with vRealize operations, it provides the last mile of troubleshooting and root cause analysis. Let's start with on-prem integration. Like VRA and vROps, there is not cross-platform integration available, so the capabilities for on-prem integrations are a little different. The most noticeable integration-powered feature is the ability to view Log Insight analytics and dashboards directly within the vROps user interface. This can be accessed in three different screens. First, the logs page is dedicated solely to Log Insight, and you can do anything in that page that you can do in Log Insight. However, to save you time, you can bring the logs up in context of a vSphere object by clicking the Logs tab in the Object Details page. This will automatically filter Log Insight's interactive analytics for the object in question, such as a VM host or data store. And I've saved the best for last. Using the troubleshooting workbench, You can quickly find logs in the context and time frame of your troubleshooting session. The integration also contains a couple of less visible but still very powerful capabilities. One of those is called logs as metrics, and this allows you to easily identify log trends for the number of log events as well as the number of error and warning logs. When coupled with vRealize operations dynamic thresholds, you can easily see if the log behavior is trending abnormally, which could be an indication that something's gone wrong. Metric logs are available for vSphere objects, and you can find them in the Metrics tab under Log Insight Generated category. And you can also use them in reports, dashboards, supermetrics, alerts, basically anywhere you would use metrics and properties to add log analytics to your monitoring tool belt. Another way to enhance troubleshooting and monitoring with logs is by forwarding log alert queries from Log Insight to vROps. These appear as info alerts in vROps and will be associated with the same object in vROps as the log messages in Log Insight. Once you've configured an alert query, you can opt to have the triggered alert sent to vROps, provide a fallback object if a matching vROps object can't be found, and also optionally auto-cancel alerts in vROps if the alert isn't triggered again within a specified time period. Let's now look at vRealize Log Insight Cloud integration with vRealize Operations Cloud. This integration is automatically configured when you have both products activated within the same CSP org. For Cloud, most of the vSphere and NSXT objects are supported with the integration, which allows you to view in-context logs and launch Log Insight in context from the Logs page, the Troubleshooting Workbench, or the Object Details Log tab. Network Insight provides network visibility across clouds with intelligent application discovery, optimization, analytics, troubleshooting with assurance and verification. Let's see how it works together with vRealize Operations. In the case of Network Insight, the support between platforms is identical. It's provided as a native integration with vROps and delivers problem events from Network Insight as alerts in vRealize Operations for vSphere and NSX objects, with launch in context capabilities for deeper troubleshooting and analysis. Like the other integrations, cross-platform integration between on-prem and cloud products are not supported. In addition to alerting, this integration also brings in applications discovered by Network Insight as application objects within vROps for app-aware operations and troubleshooting. Admins can also open Network Insight in the context of an application for faster troubleshooting. I hope you found these integrations interesting and are ready to share them with your customer. Remember, vRealize Operations is part of a larger and richer cloud management platform that helps customers adopt a cloud operating model.